Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a smoke-filled edition of No Fouls Given. Of course, presented by Prize Picks. Download Prize Picks right now. Use the promo code NFG at sign out to get a nice promotion. I'm joined, as always, by my guys, Deni Green, Paul Pierce. I'm Big Waz, a.k.a. Wazi Lambre. Let's get right into the show.
Get right into it. Right into it.
They said Smoke was dead in the NBA, man. My guy Dennis Schroder's trying to single-handedly bring it back. It was reported by Shams Charania of ESPN that he was suspended for 3 games for trying to strike Luka Doncic after the game.
That's crazy.
Nah.
During the game, Doncic told Schroder, "You should have signed that contract," which is a reference to that $100-something million deal that.
It was like 80 or something like that. He turned out. It was like
Yeah, so it was
80,
close to like 190 or whatever that the Lakers had offered him way back in like 21 that he turned down. They continued to go back and forth throughout the game. Schroder told him at one point, "I'm gonna beat your ass." Yeah. Quote. You can read the lips. The people on the internet was doing the lip reading and said that. And they said, so what's been reported is that 40 minutes after the game was over, the buzzer had sounded. Schroder saw Luka.
They showered, got changed, everything. He went from outside the locker.
He saw him in the tunnel. And he said, "Yo, you can't call me a bitch." And pretend that everything is all good. And the NBA had concluded that Schroder attempted to strike Luka Doncic.
You don't get 3 games for attempting to do something.
However, one, he got 3 games. 2, on Shams' social media post, Dennis Schroder actually commented and said attempting with the eyes emoji and the laughing, like a reference to like, no, I didn't attempt to put hands on this dude.
No, I slapped shit out of him.
I put hands on, bro.
Yeah.
He got a 3-game suspension. You know, crypto is a pretty enclosed environment. I'm sure nobody had their phones out, but there's definitely security footage that
gotta be.
This.
Yeah, and the hallways in the tunnel, definitely. It wasn't like the back, like in the back of it's in a regular tunnel.
Yeah. TMZ, get to work. We need that.
We need that footage.
We need that
We
footage.
need that footage.
Just your general thoughts on this, Danny.
The 3 games is crazy to me.
Seems like a lot.
Especially for something that wasn't on TV,
Yeah.
wasn't in the game.
Nobody saw it.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This wasn't, like, I don't know how to say it's not on NBA terms, but, like, you're not at work at this point. Work is over.
Sure.
So, and there's no, like, he's pressing charges. There's no, like, court.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so if he was to get suspended, maybe, like, 1 game. But 3 games for smacking somebody in the back tunnel is wild to me. But good for him, man. He's standing on business. I mean, I don't promote violence, but
Sure.
I do promote, like, if you got to make somebody respect you, so be it, bro. And however you see fit, if you got to slap shit out of somebody sometime. I mean, I wish we could go back to the old school days where
That used to happen a lot when I played, though.
you slap shit, just go right back to playing.
No, they used to go in the back, everybody meeting up in the back. That was the thing. It was like, all right, I'm going to see you in the back. That happened a lot when I played.
Bro.
You know, and that never got reported.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
back in the day, before it was like people suing people, like you could go slap somebody and keep going about your day. Sometimes, like the Will Smith, Chris Rock thing, like you should never do it on that platform.
Sure.
But sometimes you gotta smack a motherfucker, just let them know, like, yo, that used to be, I wouldn't say okay, but it was not highly punished back in the day.
I just think people weren't surprised when guys fought. That was just...
It happened.
It was just
Disrespect happened. Fight, even at the park. Keep going right back to it.
part of life.
Part of life, man. Not today's world.
So before all of this got reported, I had seen these clips going around that Schroder and Luka were, like, Schroder was clearly, like, really upset.
This is something brewing. This has definitely been brewing probably since the summertime.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they play each other every year, all year long in the summertime. And I'm sure there was some flopping going on. Who knows? Some talking. And Luka talks with the best of them.
Luka is known to chat.
And nobody has slapped him yet. So, you know.
Facts.
My thing is, I get it with Schroder because you talking about a man paper.
Yeah.
And that's a sensitive subject because he lost out on a lot of money. You don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Because you wake up like and you know he making money now, but it ain't. That was his payday.
Yeah.
And he missed it. And I think he got like the minimum the next year or something.
Yeah.
Instead of the
Yeah,
80, he
maybe
got
it was a
something like
mid-level or something like that.
Then he signed a 2-year 26, but
so that kind of sting. That's like that's sting.
for sure.
And so like he like, oh no, hold on, I gotta stand on this. That's almost like messing with somebody's girl or something. Like when you talk about a dude paper
It's
like
deeply
that.
personal.
Especially when you lose the money that you had.
It's not like saying, oh, you're overpaid. Right?
Nah.
Because if you say I'm overpaid,
okay, cool.
I love being
They
overpaid.
pretty much
I
called
still
you
think
a
there was
dummy.
more to this
He
than
called
just
you
that.
called you a dummy for not getting that bread, staying in LA. Like it's like insulting.
Yeah.
Like to him, and I felt Schroder on that, and so. You know, Luka wrote a check. He wrote a check that his ass couldn't cash.
Because to me, if you're gonna do that, I think you gotta be ready to fight. If you're gonna like try to sort of emasculate somebody,
And then he tested him like, you ain't gonna do shit. Like, do
right
something.
in a very public manner.
So it's like, oh, you think I ain't about?
Yeah.
All right.
Also, Luka, you're way bigger than this dude. You should have been able to lay this dude down.
Man, size do not matter when it comes to hands, man.
Yeah,
Fighting.
you're right. He wasn't
He's
prepared.
way bigger than Dennis Schroder.
But do you
though.
see Luka as a fighter?
Probably not.
I don't see Schroder as a fighter either, but I don't see Luka as somebody that's taking boxing
I feel like
classes.
Schroeder's been in more fights in his life than Luka.
Probably over.
Because Schroeder's annoying
Yeah.
too. We know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's gotten under a bunch of people's skin.
For sure. He's been
his
doing
whole
it since,
career.
Yeah.
He's been doing this. Russ. He had a thing with Jeff Teague. I don't think there's a point guard in the league he hasn't had a thing with.
It's mostly smaller guys, man. They always like do little shit.
Yeah.
So again, he's played overseas. He played in different countries. Definitely, he's got, and I'm sure Luka is not. He's been a part of some things that have happened, but I just don't see him being a guy that's like boxing or MMA or no shit like that. So
You think it makes sense that Dennis Schroder would beat Luka Doncic up?
I'm just going off their demeanors. You know, when I look at both of them, I'm looking at Luka. He was kind of laid back with the shit.
Yeah, he
talk.
wasn't angry.
And Schroder was kind of angry.
Yeah.
And I think he kind of went up to Luka. This is my version. He probably went up to Luka like, yeah, you know, you was talking that shit. And then bow. Like it wasn't no like it wasn't like no like you know what I'm saying? So then it got broke up real quick. Like if they both knew it was about to be a squabble, maybe Luka would have handled him a little different. But he just was on some just like, hey dog, what was you saying out there? Caught him off guard. He wasn't overly angry and was like, bop. That's what I picture happening.
I think if you're Luka and you did all of that, like you kind of got to be on point.
if somebody walks up to you, you got to know.
You got to be on point after all of the shit y'all did during that game.
He's talked a lot of shit to a lot of people.
He has.
And he knows how the NBA is. Most guys are not gonna fight. Nobody wants to get fined. Nobody wants to get suspended, especially on the court.
Yeah.
Behind closed doors, a little different. So
Yeah.
you know, to his
I think he got something off. 3 games, you got something
He
off.
had to.
It wasn't no attempt.
yeah, but 3 games is crazy for behind the scenes.
Yeah,
We
that's
got to
what
get
makes
that
me
footage
think
somehow. Somebody
it
got
was
the footage.
serious.
Somebody
We
got
need
that.
that footage,
Right,
bro.
we need that.
But again,
we need
it's a-
that.
Because the league office definitely got it.
I think
the workers
Schroder is
at
more of a
at
fighter
Crypto
than
got
Luka,
it.
though. But I don't think either one of them are fighters. But I think Schroder's more of a fighter than Luka is. Again, Luka has gotten into scuffles with people, and I don't see him with the aggressiveness. It's more of you ain't gonna do shit type energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
He's gonna keep his money, not get fined. Chris Dunn tried to, like a bunch of people, I feel like always try to go at Luka. Chris Dunn.
You know, on the court, is your teammates are kind of ready while all of this is happening, right? After the game, motherfuckers probably was like, yeah, that wasn't about that. So the teammates wasn't ready to sort of
be there too. They're like, oh, ain't nothing
to
happening.
hold
They
them
probably
down.
know each other from overseas talking shit.
The Euro, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just
on
reminds
the
me
real,
of-
on the real. And another thing, you can't talk to me like that. not you. You can't talk to me like that. I think if it was somebody else, it wouldn't have went that far. Truthfully, like you know what I'm saying though, like because I'm thinking about it like if one of these European cats gets to talking to me like this. Hold on, I gotta stand on this one.
Like if Peja Stojakovic just
Like,
started talking crazy.
not you. It's different.
Schroder still is European too. Like Schroder's from over there
Yeah,
too.
he's
Yeah,
a
But I
German.
think that's why his teammates probably just like let them.
But he's
because
still-
he's
Seemed
foreign,
like a Euro
But he's
thing.
also like Like,
Nah,
because
but he-
also like, all right,
Yeah.
let him handle this how he
Euro
handle it.
Cup beef.
We
they
don't
thought
look
it
at
was.
Schroder like that though.
Nah.
We don't look like we see his
Nah,
skin
I see him as
a brother.
As a brother, yeah.
Right.
Facts.
So I think that has something to do with it too.
Mm.
Because I feel like if somebody else had said that, it kind of would have been the same thing on the court, but it wouldn't have escalated like that.
Got you.
I mean, his teammates. I mean, could have. Again, we don't know what the footage was. We will see. Supposedly, DeAndre Ayton was there.
I'm gonna follow back on this because I gotta reach out to some of my Lakers sources to get.
Did y'all see the fight with the girls? Did y'all see the girls fight? Was it Houston versus what's the name? We don't got that one. That's what reminded me of. They was squabbling out there.
Well, we got even more smoke.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something was in the air this weekend. Portland and the Houston Rockets on Friday night. Portland, first of all, beat these guys back to back.
That's
And
crazy.
Houston forward Tari Eason added to the drama surrounding Friday night's rematch by saying the Blazers' Deni Avdija was hard to guard for one reason: zebras, i.e., he's getting a favorable whistle.
Damn.
I mean, he does lead the league in N1s.
He does.
He leads the league in drives. He
And-
lives in the
yeah.
paint. The
I
guy,
gotta start watching this guy
he,
now.
bro, he gets
Bro,
to the cup.
He's
It's
he's
not-
fast, bro. He's very fast, and he drive north south. He's going mostly north. He ain't stopping one direction. And if you get in his way, it's a foul and a bucket or just a foul. He's getting to that free throw line too.
Word.
So
Damn.
man,
And
so
he's athletic. He's getting to that rim too. He's dunking motherfuckers.
Deni Avdija actually responded and said that the comments made him laugh because he has the most drives in the league. He's aggressive. That's why he gets calls. Do you think Deni Avdija is getting a special whistle?
He's not an all-star. Like, politically, I mean, they're probably looking at him, he's aggressive, so he's the main guy. So he's going to have more eyes on him. But he ain't getting Luka calls. You know what I'm saying?
No.
He ain't getting, I mean, maybe Austin Reeves. I guess like Austin Reeves. Like, he's taking it up notch free throws, so he's getting that. But because he's so aggressive, like I said, he's going north, north-south. He ain't going east-west. He's going right through you or right by you and trying to dunk it or get to that rim. And he's finishing through contact, obviously leading the league in N1s. So I
Yeah,
don't think it's
mean-
special. Like, Portland, they ain't nobody like, and he ain't a big market or superstar. It's his first year, possibly be an all-star, which he should be. So he ain't getting no real heavy political whistle.
I mean, the more you drive, I mean, the more chances that
Get more
opportunity
opportunities,
that
yeah.
somebody's going to reach in there or contact is going to be
He's
made.
not
All the
sitting back
contact
and
is
just
in the
shooting a
paint,
bunch of
first
threes,
of all. That's where
yes.
all the contact is. So if you drive, because I led the league in free throws attempts for a couple years, but I was aggressive. I'm getting to the paint. Eventually, the refs is going to be like, damn, he getting hit, 3 out of 4 times.
Come on now.
Like, come on. Like, yeah. So, I mean, I think the rewards go to the aggressor. And, not when these guys, and we're in an era where guys settle for threes and wonder why they don't get to the line,
100%.
that's why.
Not
Well,
the case in Boston.
I know
We
what
just don't get calls. We don't get nothing. We don't
Oh
get no
my
MVP
God,
candidates.
the Boston
We didn't get no free throws.
conspiracy.
Jalen Brown get no free throws the other night versus the Spurs.
Spurs,
That was wild. That was
They
wild.
shot 4 free throws as a team. It's kinda
4
crazy.
free throws as a team.
I
That was
like it.
crazy.
I want to ask you guys something though. Is that a real thing? Special whistles?
Absolutely. Come on, man.
I've seen it.
For the people that don't,
You've
like,
seen it.
know.
I've been on the court with it.
Where you feel like a guy he gets nudged, and for a different player, the zebra would have swallowed the whistle.
Yeah, I've seen it. I actually felt it a couple times. I was like, oh, damn, that was a foul? I got that? Okay. Just 2 free throws.
Because you brought this up multiple times that certain guys get certain calls. Could you break it down for our viewers and listeners how that actually happens in practice? Like from your vantage point.
I don't happen. I mean, in practice,
As the guy that had to guard the people that were getting
certain guys you knew for
kinda
sure, like
preferential
you had to keep
treatment.
your hands behind you. Like, I mean, it started with James. Like, James Harden was good at getting arm out there. There's a couple guys. I mean, even before him, like Kevin Martin, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a bunch of random guys that were good at drawing contact and getting to the free throw line. But the game, as it evolved, the guys started to manipulate it a little bit differently. There's certain guys, I'm trying to remember his name. He wasn't really flopping or like drawing the contact, but Corey Maggette. He was like,
he was really good at getting to the line.
He was good at, and he was good at, but he was mostly contact. Like he was the running back.
He initiating it too.
He initiated. So now even the guys today, they still initiated, but they initiated to get so they run into you and they'll throw their head back. But for me, it's like I don't mind if you're gonna call those calls, just be consistent with it. And I'm not saying give me the exact same calls, but let it be close because I'll get a closeout. Guys will bump me or ride me out of damn bounds, and they'll just be like, oh, watch you just fall out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Yeah.
Let guys hand check you. I can't even feed the post without, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I have an issue. But if I do, you know what I'm saying, if I have my hand here, you're going to call the foul. But there's a lot of special.
I know you mentioned Jimmy with somebody when you were guarding him.
Bruh.
You had to be like.
It's very tough. It's damn near impossible. I mean, there's certain guys that's damn near impossible when they got it going. But Jimmy was one of those guys because, and Joel, I feel like they're bullies, but they also know how to
manipulate.
They know how to, you know.
The refs.
Yeah, manipulate the contact a little bit. So, like, he going to be physical with you, but if you get too physical, he might, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I can't even get physical.
It's
he's too
almost
smart.
like a cat and mouse game that they're playing.
So they know how to bully ball you, and then they also know how to sell the call when you get too physical with them. So you can't even, you know, you can't even have no defensive space. Like, you see him guarding the finals, I'm like, this nigga drive right by the rim and just dunk that shit. I'm like, damn, that was terrible.
Nobody
defense.
manipulated the refs in this era more so than James Harden.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Trae.
I saw guys literally at the top of the key with their hands behind their back guarding
behind them. They start behind them.
Like, I've never seen that in the history. Like, they just know, just any contact.
So you mentioned that you led the league in free throw attempts a couple of years. Did you ever feel like you had to accentuate contact to make the refs understand? Because, like, you were one of the stronger people, bigger people at your position. So maybe you had to be like, look, I'm getting fouled. I know I'm big and I'm strong, but I'm getting fouled.
Right. I always figured, like, because it was a more drive league when I played. Because, like, if I miss my first 1, 2 threes, I'm not even looking at the three-pointer no more.
Yeah.
So I'm focused on, like, let me get into the lane, get an easy one. Let me get into the lane, possibly get fouled. Let me see something go in from the free throw line. And that's how it really got me going. But then you say, hey, I can get to the paint all night. So that was the point of emphasis. Like, all right, we're just going to drive them. They can't cover the paint. And that was just my mentality, though. I think that's a mentality thing.
It's definitely an era thing, too.
Yeah, it's an era
y'all were way
thing.
more physical. You did more mid-range. Y'all did more posting up.
Yeah.
And they didn't do a lot of like before they changed this to side out. The swipe through.
Kill me with
You
this.
get pulled out the
guys.
game if you shoot too many. Like, these jumpers they take, you getting subbed. These challenge 3-step back. If you miss 1 or 2 of those, your teammates looking at you crazy. Like, man, I just worked 20 seconds on defense for you to come out here and throw up this shit?
Yeah.
Like now,
especially the stars. Like,
like
anybody, like he's saying, like role players now have way more freedom than they did back then. It was like, we better look to find this guy first. If we put something up quick and then we had to play defense.
You gonna get that look.
What the fuck
you gonna get that look. And you might get subbed out of there.
Why is he out here? You know what I'm saying? What is he doing out here?
Right.
Just to round out this thing, I do like the idea that Tari Eason saying names and saying how he feels about it, right? Like it reminded me.
I think the media said the name and asked him, and he just said zebra. If I'm not mistaken.
Got you.
He said why he was named. He said why is it so hard to guard? Zebra. I think he said shit 3 times.
I just like the idea that it's out there. It reminds me, not to this extent, but when, Isaiah was like, Larry Bird ain't really nice like that. It's just he's white or whatever.
That's crazy.
Like, which was obviously wrong, but I just like the idea that players are outwardly hating on each other. Because they got to
shows a competitive nature. Yeah, shows a competitiveness.
Love that. And we're always talking about how these guys, they're
Too
buddies
friendly,
from AAU and, you're on Team Nike or Team Adidas and the buddy. So I like to see stuff like this. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. Whether you're starting a new routine or making player picks for the first time, trying something new can be hard. But in life and on Prize Picks, it always feels good to be right. With high-pressure playoff matchups every weekend and elite hoops action almost every night, the action never stops. And Prize Picks lets you take control.
My guys Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart have been hooping more, all damn day. Jalen points, more. Threes, more. Josh rebounds, more. Absolutely. I'm hammering more.
And that rookie, Con Canupel, crushing it. Also, more.
New feature alert. Prize Picks now has early payouts. If your player gets off to a hot start, You now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. It's go time.
And you can find your community on Prize Picks. With the new social feeds feature, you can share your prize picks with your friends and copy lineups from winners with a single click. Copy lineups you like or use them as inspiration for your own picks. You can even follow Prize Picks partners like us and tail or fade our picks with just one click.
Prize Picks is so simple to play. Just download the Prize Picks app today and use code NFG to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code NFG to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
All right, guys, let's get into our picks review
Damn,
segment
tough week,
of the
tough
night.
crowd.
Wednesday night, we had Houston
terrible.
at the Blazers.
Damn.
Deni and myself went 2-3. Paul went 1-4. We had a rare,
Tough weekend.
tough weekend
It's our
for
first
us.
losing week. First losing day.
First time.
First losing day.
So at the moment, I'm 23-10.
Houston let us down, bro.
Danny's 18-15. Paul is 19-14. Just to review the ones that we messed up on, KD, more or less than 28.5. Me and Danny had more. Paul said less. He had 30.
Damn.
Who was that?
Denny.
Okay.
Denny Avdija.
Yeah, please. Thank you. Perfect.
There you go.
Denny, more or less than 26.5. Danny and I said more. Paul said less. He turned back into a pumpkin, like Paul said, and
Damn.
had 20.
That's crazy. That's crazy. A pumpkin night for him is 20.
Right.
Shaden Sharp, more or less than 21.5. Danny and myself
Look
said
how
less.
close
Paul
they be.
said more. He had 20. Amen Thompson, more or less than 19.5.
That's crazy.
We
That's
all
high
said
for him.
less.
That's high for him, bro.
He had 24 points. Jabari
Damn.
Smith, more or less than 14.5, 13. He came just close, one bucket short.
We all said more. Damn.
Yeah, we all said more. We all
The last
believed in
two killed
Jabari
us, bro.
Smith.
He's
That was
such
a
an
mistake.
anomaly to me. I
Yeah.
don't get him.
Yeah, it's hard to. It's hard
He's
to
so
peg him.
talented.
It's very up in the air. You
He's
just
so talented.
That's why. You just
Yeah,
never
but he
know.
got first option type of skill and like, man, he got first option type of game.
He's got talent.
Like once
it's
KD is done, I think we're gonna see a better version.
He should be
of
number
him.
2.
Yeah,
But
his offensive skills. He got the second best offensive skills at the perimeter.
To me, it's just he doesn't have a great instinct for scoring and sort of what they call feel for the game.
yeah,
Like
he has the tools, just don't have the
Yeah.
mental, the killer
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I think he's lacking. But let's get into our favorite part of every single show, and that's our picks of the night, presented by Prize Picks. We have the Nets at Dallas. Michael Porter Jr. has been on a tear this season, a career season, more or less than 25.5 points.
I feel like if I say more, the motherfucker gonna have less.
You gotta make it sure.
It's gonna be a game. I think these two guys are gonna go off. It's gonna be their type of night. I'm gonna say more.
I'm gonna go with more as well. What about you, Paul?
25.5. He's averaging about that, right?
He's averaging like 28.
He has the ultimate green light.
Yeah.
I'd give him more.
That's what I feel like too. Cooper Flag, the rookie, more or less than 21.5 points.
He also has the green light. It's his team right now. AD's been out
No
with
AD, right?
numerous amount of injuries throughout the tenure of being a Maverick. Still, I'm gonna say more. It's his show right now.
I'm gonna go with less. I just feel like even though he's playing well, 22 points is still a decent amount.
Yeah.
And and what I like about Cooper Flag is he's not the type of guy that forces the issue. So
Right.
even if he's not having it on offense, he's gonna contribute in other ways. But
Yeah,
I'll take less than 21.
I'm gonna go less. This is gonna be one of them 18, 7, and 8 games for him. Like
Yeah.
one of them
It's
all
Brooklyn.
around.
I'm going
Always contributing.
We'll go less.
Oh yeah, Brooklyn isn't
I'm
some
going
defensive
Brooklyn. I'm going more.
stalwart. Cam Thomas, more or less than 14.5 points.
He's been very like this season kind of. And is he even starting right now? I feel like he's
No,
coming
he's
off
off the bench.
I think he's coming off the bench.
coming off the
still.
bench.
Yeah.
I like Cam offensively. I'm going more.
I'm gonna go less.
I'm going more as well. It's just because he's gonna shoot the ball.
He's gonna shoot the ball. If he
It's
get
just
the
a matter of
minutes.
If
it's a
he's
matter
gonna
of
do
minutes.
one
It's a matter about his
How they gonna
minutes,
play
though.
him?
What about Klay Thompson, the legend? More or less than 13.5 points.
Damn.
I'm gonna go less, man.
I'm going less as well. Yeah,
That's
less.
Brooklyn, and there's no D in Brooklyn. So I'm going more for
You
Clay.
going more?
Clay gonna get about
He's
5
gonna be
threes.
kicking it with Meg,
I just
man,
need him
out
5
there.
threes. I need about 5 threes from Clay.
Last but certainly
Yeah,
not
she
least.
might actually might kick it up. If she's out there, they might do a
He
little
in New
date
York
night in New York.
too. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, his legs might be gone. His legs might be
That
gone.
can go both ways, guys. When somebody's girl is there, they might be trying to do too much and end up messing up their game,
Yeah.
you know? But yeah, I'm going less for Klay Thompson. And last but not least, Najee Marshall, more or less than 15 and a half
Damn.
points.
That's a lot from Naj. I feel
It
like.
seems like a
I'm
tall
gonna go less, man.
Tall order. I'm gonna go more.
No AD, but he gets some opportunity, get shots up.
I'm gonna go less.
I'm gonna go less.
Those were our picks of the night presented by Prize Picks, as always. Next up, the trade rumors never stop,
Man,
y'all.
I've never seen nothing
It's been
like this.
reported again by my guy Shams Charania of ESPN that the Grizzlies, for the first time, not Shams, Michael Wright of ESPN, the Grizzlies for the first time are telling teams they're open to entertaining.
Publicly opened it.
Yeah, Ja Morant offers. I'm glad you said that, Danny, because I don't think this has been a secret.
Like the first time they got a phone call about him. I'm
Like
sure in the
that
last
the
2
Grizzlies
years, they've definitely gotten
would
phone
be
calls.
open to moving on from Ja. I think this is definitely a major step in terms of them putting it out there publicly. Like, we're fine with people knowing that this guy's on the market. I think it's kind of obvious that they've come to the end of the road with Ja.
Man,
Yeah,
clear.
I mean, the way his approach, the way he's played some of these games, he don't look like he is excited as he used to be. Like, totally different swag that they have now than 2 or 3 years ago. And I think it's more of a domino effect. A lot of everybody else around him is gone. All of the homies is out. Like, it's a totally different team. It's a younger group of kid guys. Like, I'm sure he gets along with them, but they ain't his dogs. He had a set of road dogs where they were good, top in the West, with a really good group, and that's not the same. And coaching staff is very different. I don't know if not saying they should consult him, but you should at least ask a question. If you make a move like that with the coaching staff, you better at least make sure he gets along with the new coach or the guy that you have on staff. So, yeah, I think the writing's been on the wall, bro.
Yeah, man. Listen, when a player is not happy, especially one of his talent and caliber play, he just needs to go somewhere where he's happy. He's clearly not happy in Memphis. I think this time has run its course. And, if I can think of any better place, maybe Miami, just culture-wise.
If they can't do it, then nobody can, right?
Yeah, I mean, just culture-wise, I think a shift in just him kind of refreshing his brand and who he is as a player. Remind people that, listen, he was a guy that we were talking about
Face of the league.
probably being the face of the league. Yeah. Like, so.
Sneakers flying off the shelves, which I think his sneakers are still doing pretty well. I think kids
Spo
still
and Pat
like
Riley like a good culture fit for him. Like, again, if they can't do it, then. But to me, honestly, I would love to see him team up with somebody or a really good team that actually needs a point guard, like a Minnesota.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like, him and Ant-Man would be. You know what I'm saying? If they can keep Julius, it would be solid. They'd have to give a lot. They don't have a lot of assets to do so. But it would be cool to see him be able to do that.
I like
that
Orlando.
Happen. Orlando needs a point
Maybe
guard.
Maybe surrounding some package around him and Franz, because Franz can't
Franz
seem
is the guy that needed
to be healthy for them.
Gotcha.
To see where they can. I mean,
do you let go of Paulo? You gotta let go of one of them, right?
No, you keep Paulo. You build around Paulo and say Ja Morant, but you got to let Franz and somebody else go.
I'm keeping Franz. I think I might let Paulo
I can trade him for Ja Morant.
I think there was a time where this wouldn't even be a conversation in terms of Ja Morant and Franz Wagner. Yeah. I think we've gotten to the point where Orlando would be like, look, Franz Wagner's a model citizen.
For sure. I mean, I'm not saying I would not.
Issues with him.
I'm not saying I would not trade none of them off the table. I'm saying if I had to choose between Paulo and Franz.
I just think
they've won more games with Franz than they have with Paulo.
Yeah, I think
that's what I'm saying.
I think Ja is having the worst shooting season of his life.
Yeah, like 25 from 3.
He's in the 20s from 3.
Damn.
Orlando has historically had issues making those very shots. So, for me, I'm not crazy about the idea of Ja over there. What I like about Miami is that we've seen what they've done for eccentric players before, like Deion Waiters, like Hassan Whiteside, and the list kind of goes on when it comes to guys that had trouble past coming to Miami and just buying into the program.
James Johnson. They had a lot of guys.
Strength training, the sort of
Tyler Johnson.
Conditioning mentality. Yeah, all of those kind of guys that they've turned into, real bona fide stars. But Ja's not even that kind of guy. Like, we're talking about a guy who finished 5th in the MVP voting, 5th or 6th like 3 years ago. We talking about a guy that was considered to be at the top of the sport, not some cast off who was talented but never realized it. Like, we've seen Ja Morant be, one of the most talented people on the NBA court. So it's just kind of crazy to watch Memphis get to this point because, as a small market franchise, it seemed like they were attached at the hip with Ja because he was kind of their nest egg. Drawing people in, getting people in the stadium. The fans seem to be super into it. They finally built a winner after the grit and grind thing, rebuilding from that. And for them to, finally have a guy that seemed to love being there, and to get to the point where it's just it's almost like a fire sale.
Yeah.
And, another thing that I'll say to you guys, this offseason, after they moved on from Desmond Bane, it felt like a put up or shut up season in terms of Memphis with Ja, where it's like, all right, you want everybody in the world to know you're some kind of superstar, major, NBA property. All right, go out and do it this year. Since you're supposed to be like that, we should at least be a 46 win type of team if you're that person for us. 48 wins. We should go out and get 48 wins this year.
Yeah.
And it's been the opposite of that. So
he's also not available as much.
He's been dealing with injuries.
He
had some calf issues. He's had injuries throughout most of his career.
And when you watch it, he doesn't look as explosive. Like when's the last time?
But he did say last year.
On somebody.
He said he wasn't dunking no more. That was last year, and then he did that backwards shit on Boston. And after that, he stopped dunking. But maybe it's by choice because he does hit the ground a lot, and every time he's gone up, you see with Lou Dort where he fell on his face. I think was that in the playoffs? That was in the playoffs, and they was on a nice little run. He had to sit out after that for a couple games, and they got swept or gentlemen swept. But I'm trying to think of other situations that might make sense for him. I mentioned Minnesota, Miami, but is there any other place that you look at and they need a point guard and you think it could? Do you see Houston?
Houston is a tough.
I'm not sure if that's a good fit
because of the lack of shooting, and Houston's
Milwaukee.
spacing is already
cramped.
I was
thinking Giannis, but I don't think they're on a team.
I
where
can see
Giannis there.
Milwaukee
I see them
definitely buying low on just a talent play because they just so sorely lacking in talent. But it's that kind of thing. It's like a Milwaukee. It's like a Sacramento. It's like the Nets being like, yo, why don't we get some name recognition?
Yeah.
A great talent upgrade here. It's something like that. Or, again, Miami just having a track record of reclamation.
What about Charlotte?
Charlotte,
That's a lateral move. That's a lateral move, though. Yeah,
let's do it. Both guys need to change the scenery.
They both need to change the scenery.
Also, Michael C. Wright is reporting this, and Michael Wright's my guy. He's one of the most plugged-in guys in our industry. He's reporting that Ja Morant is telling players around the NBA and former coaches that he won't play for the Grizzlies, and his November suspension impact relationships with his teammates.
Damn.
So this seems to be just done.
Yeah.
Stick a fork in this thing.
I mean, we're in January, so if he's been feeling his way since November, and them saying they're receiving phone calls as if this is a new again.
Yeah, and I think, but management can also see that the writing is on the wall, right?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we're 2 months into this thing that happened.
But it happened in November. Y'all waited this long.
Maybe they thought, people think,
reconcile.
Reconciliation. You know how people be going on breaks with their girl, and then they get back to. Maybe they thought this was just like a break.
Yeah. This is the thing too. So if you part with Ja, you just parted with Bane, right? Mm-hmm. Does that put Jaren Jackson on the block also?
I don't know.
Do you go into a full rebuild?
That's the question. I think Tripp is still young enough to be a part of that. I mean, even though he's been there 8, 9 years, he's still only 26, 27.
Yeah.
So here's the thing about Jaren Jackson, who I like as a player. He seems like a great kid. I've heard nothing but good things about him from people that I know around the Memphis situation. You don't need to trade him to rebuild. You're doing this bad right now as he plays all the time.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, just get some young
But
guys
if you
in
get an
there.
opportunity to get into this draft, more picks you can get, I think you go for it.
I think you're fine with a rebuild with Jaren Jackson. It's not one of those things. It's like, just imagine a team had Shaq or Timmy or KG. You can't rebuild with somebody that good.
For sure.
Like, you're going to win. You know what I mean? Jaren Jackson just isn't that type of player in terms of singular impact individually.
Sure. Right.
So I would be fine with keeping.
I would just like to see him somewhere he could play some
meaningful basketball.
A team could really use
and I
and
think
help
he would generate a lot of interest and get a major haul back.
I think because of how bad the team is, they can get those pieces for cheaper. Like, you can go out there and get them for cheaper. And, again, he was a Defensive Player of the Year. Won it Defensive Player of the Year. Candidate multiple times. Was an All-Star a year. So, like, if you can get an All-Star big, it's pick and pop big and do something and surround him with some he can really add some value to certain groups. Yeah,
I think if you're in the market for a special kind of big, and I think he's versatile enough because of the inside-outside nature of his game. We've been hearing about Detroit maybe wanting to upgrade. The Lakers, obviously, sorely needing big man help. Everybody that's been in the market for AD should obviously be in the market for Jaren Jackson. Yeah. So that would be interesting. Nothing has come out about that yet, but I think he would fetch. They could get a lot for him in terms of draft compensation, at least 3 picks.
The teams that are trying to get them probably don't have the draft compensation though.
The Lakers don't have the draft assets.
The Clippers don't. The Clippers said, we're trying to get some youth. We trying to get Jai and Jaren. They got nothing but old pieces. You know what I'm saying? But they need that.
The Clippers just don't have any of that stuff. But
only teams that got it, OKC.
OKC for sure. I wonder if him and Chet could obviously easily play next to each other, and I think both of them struggle when.
You probably trade Chet for them.
I don't think OKC would do that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I don't think they would do that. But if they could, and it would make their team very expensive because Jaren Jackson is signed way out.
So the only way to make the money, you'd have to probably trade Chet.
Or they could. They got
a lot of pieces and picks, so they could.
Yeah, they could probably do the Hartenstein thing because his deal is $30 million and add some stuff on that.
Do you think Jaren is a better player than Peace? No, he probably is a better player than Hartenstein, but is he a better fit for that group than Hartenstein?
I think he can be.
I think so. He's just a better player, and again, he's like very versatile.
I don't know if he's as good as a passer. Like Hartenstein is a great screener, a great passer, a great rebounder.
Yeah, I just think because he's more of a threat to score, he doesn't have to be as good of a passer. He's going to impact how defenses want to play. And I think the most important thing with him and Chet have kind of proven they struggle when they're the lone sort of big man anchoring the defense. Now, together, that's something completely different.
They better rebound because there ain't no excuse for not rebounding in.
These guys. But again, OKC doesn't seem to be the type of team. They don't seem to be interested in upgrading
they don't need to do anything
their roster. But I think everybody should be taking a look at Jaren Jackson for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Chicago?
On the Heat? No. I mean,
Bam is awesome.
I think Bam. You can't trade Bam and what he means to the team and just spiritually and.
I think you try to keep Bam and Tyler Hero. Those are the two guys you try to those are your cornerstone guys.
And even Tyler Hero.
He's still. I'd be okay with it, but you'd have to at least keep Norm. You got to keep Norm and Tyler. You got to keep one of the two. And I think most of the time you would keep Tyler because he's just been there. Norm is good, but I don't know if I would keep him over Tyler. Tyler's younger.
So let's move on to some, a team in the Western Conference that's doing the opposite of Memphis. Memphis is on the way to a rebuild, tanking in the standings. The Timberwolves
I told y'all about the Timberwolves.
Are on the rise. They've recently beat the Spurs in a close game Sunday night to bring them to 26-14 on the season. That's good for 4th in the West. And, what do you know? you look up and the Wolves are one of the elite teams in the Western Conference, y'all.
Ant has officially put his name back into the hat of MVP candidates. As you see them rising in the standings. I told you, man, it matters that this team has been together. It matters that they had a couple deep playoff runs, and they're going to be a problem. I said this last week. I said I think they're better than Houston.
Yeah.
Like, if you get them in a playoff series, because for their familiarity with one another, having experience, they're gonna be a tough out. They've been a tough out the last couple years, and I think they're just gonna continue to climb under the radar. They under the radar yet because we ain't really talked about Minnesota or Ant-Man this year. But he's averaging 29 a game, 28, 29. Got his team back into the top four, and back into the MVP candidate process. When you look at Joker going down and you look at what Shea has been doing, you got to say Ant-Man's in there.
He's shooting 41% from three.
That's what I'm saying.
Insane.
Look, nobody's
volume.
talking about him as an MVP candidate. He's killing.
He's doing what he's supposed to do. 5 assists? Was that 5 rebounds? 5 rebounds, 3 assists.
40
they're
from
good,
3, 50
but
from 4.
again,
This is
Sengun play the other night against Portland? He sat out again, right? Did Sengun sit out? Sengun. I can't put them about. I think that in a playoff series it'll be a good matchup, but I can't put them ahead of Houston, just yet. But they're better than they're playing good right now. I mean,
they're beating some quality teams. Like
they're
beating
they're
everybody.
good for that.
They beat your Spurs up.
They beat a lot of so did Utah, so did Cleveland. Boston probably should have beaten too if they had some free throws.
Yeah,
they're a young team. Again, I think Spurs are good too, but I'm just not fully. I think they're under that tier still. But they're good. They're known to do that.
So who's in your top tier? You got OKC, Denver for sure.
Yeah.
And then after that, they don't belong in that next tier.
I got San Antonio, Houston, and they're probably in there.
You got two teams that are unproven who haven't even been in the playoffs ahead of them.
I think they're definitely in that mix.
You just think they're deeper?
Yeah, deeper teams. Playoffs, you got to put the 8-9. Those guys matter a lot in the playoffs. Yeah. Minnesota, I don't see an 8-9 that's like, you know what I'm saying, a 7, even a 7. Like Nas is good, but like off the bench, I'm not seeing enough depth or help in a 7-game series for Ant. But instead of regular season, 1 game off, they could beat the best of them in a 1 game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got obvious flaws in terms of secondary ball.
But I put them in that second tier. They'll be in that second tier with San Antonio, Houston, and I put Minnesota in there.
In terms of their secondary ball handling and playmaking, that's obviously an issue right now. Because as we've mentioned a bunch of times about Conley, he's at the end of his career. He's giving him 19 minutes a game. Like it's unreasonable to ask him to do more. Bones Highland has had some moments here and there. Obviously, Rob Dillingham, they're trying to bring along, upping his minutes and upping his workloads at different times. But at other times, he's just been benched.
They need a guard, huh?
Yes, I think they
need
do.
One more guard.
Terrence Shannon Jr. is supposed to be the guy they need to start. Him and Dillingham, they need to develop.
This has been out there forever. I think they've been linked to guys like Trae Jones, like just a stopgap measure, like somebody who can just be competent. Not necessarily you need to go out and get some all-star point guard, but somebody that can just spell in terms of ball handling duties and initiating offense and letting Julius and Ant not have to carry that burden constantly every possession. But the reason why I think Minnesota is always going to be a threat because, like Paul said, they have the continuity. Yeah. They have an identity in terms of their defense. We've seen them ratchet it up and turn into an elite defense, especially when you got Ant and Jaden McDaniels on the perimeter. These guys, when they really decide they want to strap people, they're pretty incredible at it. And then the back line has always been one of their strengths. I always think Minnesota's a threat to me, just because they have Ant. He's young. He's able to shoulder that burden that they ask him to. I just hope Tim Connolly, their GM, is able to pull a move. He's always been a really aggressive GM.
Yeah, so who do you think who is top of the top point guard?
I think it'll be like a Trae
They can't
Jones.
get Ja. Like who do you think you get?
No, I think it's gonna have to be like.
I'm saying like Darius maybe go to Cleveland's definitely looking to make some move. They got to make a move.
I don't think
That's too
I don't
much.
think they have
Darius too much. I think he's less than Ja, right?
I
that's
think
too
on the
much.
trade market, Darius Garland is fetching more.
than Ja.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Reputationally, right now, Ja's his reputation.
They
is
don't
in
even
the
need
tank.
that much. Like you get a guy like
Yeah.
C.J. McCollum in there.
Yeah, no,
Something like
honestly,
that?
Something
Like,
like
that. You know what I'm saying? You
A guy
get
that
something
can
like
make an
that
open
now.
shot.
You gonna look at Timberwolves a little bit different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a guy that can make an open shot, a guy that can run some level of offense.
I think they need two
competently.
pieces though. They need a point guard, but they also need another like a depth piece off the bench.
Well, that's Nas Reed. I think he
That
gives
too, but
it.
he's not. Him and Dante, and I feel like they're not as consistent. Like they need another, like a Malik Monk. Like they need to find somebody. Go to Sacramento, find somebody, some hidden. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go to
gems.
Sacramento and try to figure out anything that isn't Zach LaVine.
Party foul. That's crazy.
Damn,
Damn.
that's crazy.
I like Zach's game, bro. I think Zach is solid, bro. He's just in bad situations.
Oh, he just constantly the situation just around him just be bad.
It'd be bad, bro. It's not winning situations. What is he been?
What about Westbrook? Could he help them?
I think he help anybody, but I don't think he's the answer though. He's definitely. I think he's
tough
starting
for
in Sacramento
Wes.
right now, right? He's more of an off the bench guy. That can
Yeah,
give
but
you
I'm
some
saying
stuff.
for Minnesota off the bench.
He could give you some. He can give you some solid minutes off the bench.
We'll see what they come up with. Like I said, Tim Connolly has proven he's got a great track record from his time in Denver to even help him craft this current Minnesota team.
Even quickly. Somebody in Toronto.
IQ, but again, that's a dude that's making like
a lot
$35
of money,
million.
yeah, it's
You know, like
But he's cheaper than the. Is he cheaper than the other ones?
he's cheaper than Ja for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They're gonna have to get pretty creative.
Yeah.
Next up, we've come upon another. It felt like we're running into milestones
Every
every
week.
single
Bruh.
week.
Yeah. Katie climbing the ladder real
Kevin
quick.
Durant just surpassed Wilt Chamberlain on Friday night and became the 7th all-time leading scorer in NBA history.
He's gonna catch Dirk too.
31,420 points to pass Wilt to Stilt. Paul, where do you rank KD all time as a scorer, in your opinion?
Man, as a scorer, I mean, you got to put him in the top 5.
Yeah.
I think you have to. I mean, I think with his longevity, with how he's kind of like came in and redefined what a scorer is at the 7 foot with his ball head. It was like Dirk came in and was like kind of like changed the power forward, and then it was like KD like kind of like expanding on what Dirk was as far as a unicorn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just like, damn,
To
we
be
ain't
that
never
tall
seen
with that handle, with
nobody
that range.
with that type of shot, with that type of speed and athleticism, guard
Such a
at the
fluid
7
athlete,
feet. At the
yeah.
7 feet, you know, it's just like, damn.
A lot of those gangly guys, a lot of times it feels like they can't run and chew gum at the same time. But KD moved like he was 5'11". It's incredible.
And then you got guys, sorry to start, but now you got a whole generation that says, oh, he's the next KD. He's the next
Yeah.
kid. He's tall and lanky guys.
Yeah.
You knock down threes.
Was it Austin
Like,
Rivers said he got a lot of guys drafted thinking they're the next KD. Like he
Yeah.
got so many guys drafted because they thought he was the next KD. I got him at number 2, bro, right behind Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
I think so too.
Because of not only he's one of the purest scorers I've ever seen, and I might be biased toward the newer generation. Might be disrespecting some of the older guys, but there's not many guys that I've seen lace him up that can score as pure as him and lasted as long as him. I mean, we've seen the Tracy McGrady's, we've seen, who else would I put in there that was an unbelievable pure scorer that didn't have like a long
Carmelo.
tenure? Who?
Carmelo.
Mello is what, yeah. So Mello, Tracy, like those guys were unbelievable scorers. Even James Harden, like KD said, has done it for a very long time.
I mean, I can't put KD over Kobe, though. I mean, the amount of 60.3 quarter games I've seen.
To me, in terms of just putting the ball in the hoop, I tend to agree with Danny. I think
KD's
like
a little more
outside of
efficient.
Mike, I think KD is just
I put Kobe right behind KD.
putting
Kobe had 60-point games, but I feel like he had some years where he wasn't as
He
efficient.
was shooting till his
50,
arm
40,
fell
90, every time KD's on some 50, 40, 90.
You're just talking
seasons.
about as a pure skill level than with Durant.
Kobe's a more skilled, like he's also 7 feet, so it's hard to say because to be that skilled at 7 feet, like that's impressive as hell.
So you're
but
saying
his
that-
efficiency,
is
he's
he
more
a more
efficient.
dangerous scorer than Kobe?
I think
I think so. He's 7
I think
feet.
so.
Well, you're looking at his ability, but like when you talk about mentality,
No,
like,
that's a different conversation.
You
So
know
I
what
put
I'm
Kobe.
saying?
Yeah, I put
Like,
Kobe in the mentality.
that counts for something though,
For
as
sure.
far as the scorer.
But I'm just saying,
You know?
strictly scoring, I'm saying he is number 2 behind Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
So in terms of overall offense and impact, I think Kobe was probably a little bit better at manipulating the defense, right? I think Kobe was probably Kobe wasn't known for this, but like he was really good at passing when he felt like literally one of the best.
He was the best studying defense because he
Yeah.
studied defenses. Like I don't think KD had. KD just had,
I'm beating the guy in front
You're not
of me.
stopping what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Kobe was definitely better at manipulating defenses and sort of understanding what defenses were trying
And that's
to do.
the mentality also because he's
core level.
shorter guard. Let me
For
say, like,
sure.
KD's 7 foot. You're not stopping what I'm
But
doing.
in terms of just putting the ball in the hoop, yeah, I gotta give it to KD, man. It's kind of crazy.
He's probably gonna catch Kobe. Like I said, Kobe played how many seasons?
feels like he's gonna catch everybody.
He's gonna-
except for maybe Bron.
Yeah. If he
Yeah.
plays another 2 more years, he's definitely catching everybody but Bron.
And we talk about Bron's longevity all of the time. KD's fucking longevity is crazy.
Yeah, for a 7-footer.
For him to
Is
be
he at 18,
still
19?
scoring the way that he does
Year 19?
at his
And
age.
he missed a year and a half or so.
Come on. With
Didn't
the
he?
Achilles, yeah.
Because he would have already passed a lot of been in the top 5.
So, yeah, shouts to KD climbing the ranks. Clearly one of the greatest scorers that's ever touched a basketball.
Yeah.
And it's going to be dope to just watch him continue to climb up on the list. Next up, man, Trae Young. He's already making himself at home in D.C. He's spreading D.C. propaganda. Trae said recently he chose to go to D.C. And before we go on, I know last time we said that there was no reporting on the Wizards having a deal for Trae Young. That's been changed a little bit. It's now being reported that they have plans on giving him a deal this offseason.
I hope so.
We don't know. It's probably, from what I've read and heard, it's not going to be a max deal, which I think wouldn't make sense to give Trae Young a max deal. But they seem to be dedicated to giving him a good deal. And, yeah, Trae said D.C. is overlooked as a big market. It might have something to do with the fact that they're always losing. He also said that he has faith that he could get the team rolling, though he admitted that it wouldn't happen overnight. What do you guys think about Trae Young saying DC's got untapped potential in terms of getting the love, Paul?
You know, I played for DC.
Yes, you did.
And, you know, I don't know. I don't know as far as a big market, but you have to start changing the culture up there. One, you know, they've had good year, good year, like bad, good, like it's nothing consistent up there. It can be a great place when you're winning.
Yeah,
I was up there,
John Wall and Bradley Beal.
I was there for the 1 year I was there, and we won some games, and it's a great fan base, but. You know, if you're not winning and you don't have an identity or you don't have nobody who you could gravitate toward because you're shifting different franchise players out every other year, it's tough. Now, maybe he can go establish that there to where they can gravitate toward Trae and he can give them some big games to get the fans excited again. So he's saying all the right things, and hopefully he can turn things around up there.
I'm just super excited. This is, for me, like, DC is overlooked as far as a big market. Like in the NBA, I feel like this is a big market, and I just feel like I'm being able to come into an opportunity to be myself. I'm around people that obviously have known me for a long time and know the type of person I am and the type of winner I want to be. And I know it's a day by day process. I know what it takes. So it's not going to be easy, but I know this is a place that. I'm excited about, and I was excited about whenever I heard it could be a possibility.
So you know what's important about this clip? Travis Schlenk, who's sitting next to him, is the guy. He's now in part of Washington's front office. He was the GM of Atlanta when they chose Trae Young over Luka Doncic. So this is a guy who's believed in Trae Young.
Still believing in Trae.
Okay.
Yeah. From the beginning, which I think matters,
a good
man. I think
thing.
it's important to be
I think
around
that-
people that believe in what
Yeah,
you do.
for sure.
And so he's going to be given the opportunity to show what he's got. I just, I'm
He said DC.
I'm-
Cam and pay it full.
DC.
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 Where it's at.
I'm skeptical of the level of success that Trae Young can achieve here. Danny, producer Chris asks, could the Wizards ever make a finals run during the Trae Young tenure?
No, I mean,
Damn.
bruh.
Damn.
I think they can bring it back to like the John Wall, Bradley Beal days.
You think get to a 6 seed someday?
I think they can get in the playoffs. I think they can win a first round. Unless they said the culture changes and they make some unbelievable draft picks. They've gotten some good pieces. I like some. They got Sar there. I like him.
I love what Sar's doing.
Keyshawn George. I like him. I like he can hoop. Bilal, Koulibaly. Like solid young pieces, man. With Trae, I think he can lead this group to being solid. And you say you're in the East, so if you stay healthy, get those group and get some draft capital, you can get a top 4 seed. You know what I'm saying, in the East, top 5 seed. So I could see him leading them to being like turnaround. I don't know about Detroit turnaround, but he could definitely turn around to being a top 5 seed and getting a playoff series and maybe winning one depending on matchups and what the other teams look like. But finals run, I don't see that. But I said this is a good. I think Trae has the ability to do some things. People are very much underestimating what he can do.
It's been a long time since he showed it, so I understand why. But I do agree with you in terms of the best of Trae Young is a damn good NBA player.
He's very good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about I think the player they need to get into that conversation of one of the elites in the East is not there yet.
Yes, they haven't acquired him
They
yet.
haven't acquired him yet.
Yeah.
But they have some nice young pieces. They have, something they can build around until that player gets there. And
that might be in the draft.
It could be in the draft. It could be through trade. But they're going to have like 4 or 5 years.
Mess around, get AJ DeBance to mess around, get
Maybe
AJ.
it's him.
The kid from Kansas, people seem to really love.
Darren Peterson.
Cam
Adrian
Boozer,
Darren Peterson.
people love. I wanted to do something a little different that we've never done up here. And I wanted to do a dramatic reading of Trae Young's letter to the fans.
Just his goodbye.
Letter to
His goodbye.
Atlanta fans.
Yeah, this is a
okay.
goodbye letter. I got a kick out of reading this.
His statement.
Okay.
This doesn't seem like a guy who's been humbled or cowed by the experience. It seems like the opposite. So let me just hit y'all with the Trae Young statement. Never thought I'd be typing this.
Is that his voice? Is his voice?
Yeah,
All right.
like he's like somber because
Okay.
he's somber.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd be typing this. The last few years weren't how I wanted them to be. Expectations that we created for ourselves, reaching heights that Atlanta has never reached before. Bringing a championship to Atlanta was always my goal. However, between the injuries, the setbacks, and situations that didn't make sense, we never truly got to see our full potential together. The city that raised me and taught me so much will always be a chapter in this story. However, the pain of staying the same eventually outweighed the uncertainty of change. Change is often met with fear, but I see it as another opportunity. I'm walking into this next chapter ecstatic, with my head high and my eyes forward. It's time to see what's possible when the support is real and the vision is clear. We move. Trae Young.
Trae Young.
Yo, the voice is
That was about
hilarious, bro.
That was about as dramatic as it could get right there, dog.
That was like you know what I'm saying, a little spoken word.
I almost shed a tear.
Yo,
Bro, that was a
when
little speakeasy. You know what I'm
When
saying?
I sent this to producer Chris, I gotta give him credit for the joke. He said, "I remember my first time using ChatGPT."
That's what bro. I was gonna say, I think Trae is an intelligent young man, but I'm calling ChatGPT. I'm calling ChatGPT.
You did not write this, bro. You did not pen this.
I'm like, this is chat like a motherfucker. I'm like, hold
Bro,
on.
he said the pain of staying the same eventually outweighed the uncertainty of change.
You got bars,
That's
huh?
bars right
Shaq
there.
got bars though.
Yeah.
Bro, he said he's He's been in Atlanta. He's been around some artists, so
Yeah, he
might
probably
got a
hit
little
Quavo for this
might
one.
got a little pen to him, but he's intelligent. But I'm calling ChatGPT for
Damn.
sure.
We want to get out of here with some All-Star chatter. All-Star Weekend will be here in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
First time since 2018.
yeah.
Super excited about that. And some guys I think can be looking forward to making their very first All-Star team this year. We talked about some breakout guys earlier this week, but just some guys who we think will make their very first All-Star team. I think first one for me is Trae Young's ex-teammate, and ironically, I think it's because Trae Young kind of missed a lot of games this year. Is Jalen Johnson?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's 100%.
I think he's
Yeah,
gonna
he's
make this
definitely-
first All-Star team, and it'd be very super well deserved.
Look at
And
these
his numbers were actually higher than this before, but 24, 10, and 8.5.
8.5 assists.
This is what he's averaging?
Yes, as a
Jeez.
4-man,
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
8.5 assists, and I love the way he plays. He plays super hard. Plays with a great motive. Obviously,
And this is after getting paid, which is more impressive to me. Like he
got the chicken.
he already got the chicken. He's still like, yo, I'm here to prove something.
Super admiring his game. Another guy who I think is finally gonna get his All-Star is Jamal Murray.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Which
Jamal
will be
Murray.
very well deserved. That he's getting in there. We've talked about Deni Avdija. I think he's knocking on the door.
One by one and ask yes or no.
Okay, so we mentioned some guys at the top, but just quick yes or no. Jamal Murray,
Absolutely.
he's a shoe-in, I think.
Shoe
Absolutely.
in, for sure.
Keontae
He
George,
is balling, but nah, they're not winning.
probably a year away.
Yeah, he's got to get snubbed a year or two.
He's a no for me.
They got to win a little bit more.
Yeah, he needs
It's a
some
no
more
for
wins.
me, dog.
He's
Yeah,
balling
he needs some
though.
more
Shout out to him.
Norm Powell having another career year,
got
bro. At
snubbed last
30.
year.
Damn.
Yeah, he got snubbed last year.
After 30, this guy is having his career best seasons.
Yeah, it's a little
But do
different.
you take two players from Miami?
I don't
That's
think
the
Bam's
question. You
making
don't
the
think
All-Star-
Bam is
no.
making it?
Nah,
I don't think he's had an All-Star year.
Nah, he's haven't having enough numbers yet. Like
I can see him getting
all
all
been,
I can-
Tyler Hero's been out a lot. Khalil Ware started off slow. Bam's been kind of up and down. Norm's been the most consistent.
16.
The most consistent. is
Shooting
Norm.
44% as a center. 16 and 9.7. Yeah, those are not All-Star worthy numbers for him.
I mean,
I think Norm is on the cusp,
I
but
think he's on
I'm
the
a
cusp.
soft no on him.
Okay.
yeah, I think he's on the cusp.
I think he's in.
Who we got
I
next?
got a soft yes.
Yeah, I think he's in.
Soft yes. They're not winning enough, but he's putting up some
I
numbers.
think he deserves it. I think Porter Jr. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta be honest. I've been Porter one of his biggest critics in the past. In terms of the lack of versatility in his game. Sometimes he would have tunnel vision. You'd see those memes where like this is like four guys looking at him and everybody else is open. He's just cranking this shit.
Because he's always open, bro.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
6'10", 6'11",
But
shooting over
watching
everybody.
him on Brooklyn, it's kind of funny. You watch a guy play on championship-worthy teams, and you see him a certain way because it's like, man, if he was a little bit better, they'd probably be back-to-back champs. But watching him with these young guys, and he's just playing the right way, playing his ass off every night, hustling, going hard, and having his best offensive output of his career, I'm proud of the kind of season that he's having in Brooklyn.
Nah, he definitely said I'm with you. He's on the cusp for me as well. It's a soft.
For me,
Yes.
he's in. For me, he's
Soft.
in.
Damn.
Him and Norm
I
is
gotta
like-
see the list.
Between him and Norm, like I think I'd have to go with like record.
You would go with Norm because the team is playing
Yeah,
better.
probably the team.
Yeah.
I got you.
That's a no for me. I think he has to win a little more. But
Yeah.
the numbers say yeah.
I feel that.
They had a good stretch where they
There's
won
going to
some
be
games.
somebody averaging 24, 25 points in this All-Star
Just
game.
get left,
That's
just
not going
get
to make
left
it.
off.
Franz, nah.
Yeah.
Too.
Jalen Johnson, we all agree, is going to make it.
He's in.
Deni Avdija,
I'm going yes, bro.
he's an all-star this year.
26,
man.
7, and 7.
he's not
I don't. It's not because it's numbers. I think that the West has too many.
too many.
Name
It's,
him.
it's too stacked.
Like.
Well, you
I went
gotta-
through it the other day. I was trying to name a bunch of guys that should have been like.
You may have three Lakers. in.
Luka, LeBron is
That's
going to
possible.
make it.
That's possible.
You may have three
LeBron's
Lakers.
Okay.
yeah, like just
Murray,
out of,
no, Joker.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
two.
Luka, LeBron.
Steph, KD.
I'm talking about wings though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It don't matter.
Steph,
These players are in. I don't care what
KD,
position. It's positionless.
Wemby, SGA.
Wemby, SGA. That's
Okay.
9.
Okay.
And then you say Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 10.
We already said Jamal Murray.
Yeah, and then so now you're looking
He's not
at
making
like
it over Jamal Murray. Just as a lifetime
but you
achievement
need,
award.
how many
type
you need
of
total?
thing.
You need what, 15, right? 15?
12.
No, I think it's only 12 guys.
There's,
I didn't even say. I said 3
you said
Lakers.
3 Lakers. So but
Yeah.
we're doing the world. So there's
I don't
3
think
teams of
Austin's
how many
gonna
though?
make it just off of the games missed.
8. Okay, so it's 24. Okay, so 12.
Yeah, and then you got to figure that Chet may get in. You're going to get 2 from OKC.
Chet-
Yeah,
getting it.
you
You're
got it.
taking 2 from OKC.
They're not doing it.
I think Chet's
They
gonna
have
not
the
getting
best record in the league. They always taking 2.
It would have been
Yeah.
J-Dub, but he sat too many games, and Chet's numbers
Chet's
not good
getting,
enough.
yeah, he's 18 and 10.
and he's a leading candidate for
18 and
defensive
10.
player of the
18
year.
and 10 ain't going to get you in.
Nope.
And he's
You
one of the
crazy.
leading candidates for defensive player of the
Yeah,
year.
he's
Remember that.
in.
He's
Don't
anchoring the best defense in
don't matter.
Yeah, he's
the league.
100% in. It'll be a
Chet's not all-star to
robbery.
you.
No.
Wow.
He's in for sure.
Disrespect.
Bruh.
Chet is definitely in. I'll put any money on
Minnesota's finest. Wow.
that. Yeah, he's definitely in.
Go ahead. Next up. Yeah,
Yeah,
Chet.
Chet's in.
Chet's in for me.
Bruh,
He's
18
in.
and 8. It's
I
not
love
18 and 10. It's
Knipple.
18 and 8.
It don't matter. I'm on the best team in the league.
I
I
don't
get
give a
2.
Yeah, but it's J-Dub, because J-Dub usually scores when he's been out, though.
Jay's been out.
But
So he's
they
in.
have 5 guys outside it, like outside. They have a lot of guys in the top 5 defense. Like they have a really good defensive team.
But he's the center.
Give a damn. He ain't the only one doing it though.
Yeah, but
That's
as
what
a
I'm
center,
saying.
you get the most credit for the defense.
Yeah.
However you want to spin it, no. He's not an all-star to me. This
I
year.
think people are going to disagree.
And
with
then you got to throw Booker in there.
I put Booker. I
Yeah,
said
Devin
Book.
Booker
I
is
said Book.
lock.
But
No,
even
I'm just saying
Book's
I
been
named
out some
all
games,
12. I
too.
just named
Yeah.
my 12. That was it. So that's why I said I don't think Deni, Avdija.
Yeah, Deni. But I think he's playing at that level.
He's good. He should get it.
Yeah, he's playing at the level, but like guys on winning teams are going to get more of the
Yeah, they're going to get more of the
benefit of the
rhythm.
doubt than a guy that's
sure.
averaging 20.
Con Knipple
He should be
having a great rookie
3-point
season.
shooting contest, but not an
Yeah,
all-star.
he's not an
Put him in
all-star.
3-point contest.
He'll have time. He's going to make all-star teams, though.
Yeah.
Same with Cooper Flag,
Yeah,
having a
not yet.
great rookie campaign. You're not an all-star this year.
No, not yet.
All right, folks, that was our show for today. Thank you for tuning in. As always, make sure you subscribe to the No Fouls Given YouTube channel. Make sure you like this video, hit the notification bell. Wherever you're listening to this, if you're listening to this on an audio form, on a podcast, make sure you leave us a 5-star rating and write us a review. We really appreciate the feedback and the love. We will see you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace.
This has been a Playmaker production.